Is Eric Lofholm. I want to welcome all of you to our 15-minute daily morning sales boost. And I'm thrilled that you have made the decision to join me today. You've consciously created being here with intention. And to me, that's a fantastic mindset to have in your life, and especially around your business. So, what are your sales goals for the month of July? What is it that you're wanting to create for the month of July? How much revenue are you wanting to bring in? How many leads do you want to add to your database? I think these are all things that are worth considering so you can go out and bring those results into reality. And we do that by consciously creating. What does it mean to consciously create? It means to think about your future. What are the results that I want to bring into my future? I want to bring in 200 leads into my database this month. I want to get one referral per day. I want to do 25 reach outs 5 days a week. And then these are all things that you can just simply choose. And one of the things that I've got re-inspired to talk about lately is the idea of modeling. And modeling, I first learned about it from Tony Robbins. And modeling is a term from neuro-linguistic programming. And I was recently watching a video of Richard Bandler, who's the co-founder of NLP. And if you want to watch that video, you can go to YouTube and search Tony Robbins, Richard Bandler. And that video will appear on Tony's YouTube channel as well as Richard Bandler's YouTube channel. And it's Richard telling the story of NLP. And he's talking about modeling. And the modeling principle is if someone else is producing a result, if you do what they do, then you'll produce a similar result. The modeling principle says if someone else is producing a result, like they're great at closing the sale, and let's say you're not great at closing the sale, and you model what they do, you can become great at closing the sale. Or today's topic, prospecting outreach. If you're not very good at prospecting outreach or you're inconsistent, you can find somebody like me who's consistent and great at prospecting, and you can model me. Or time management, or AI, or a marriage, or a relationship with a teenager. If you have a teenager and it's not going so great, and then you find somebody who has a teenager and their relationship wasn't going so great, and now it is going so great. So they understand what you're going through. And then you model. So what do you model? Belief and strategy. So if you were to model me on prospecting, today's topic, you would want to know, what is my strategy? How do I find the leads? What is my mindset? How do I deal with it when somebody ghosts me, meaning they don't respond, they ignore my message? What's my mindset? And what modeling could do for you, it's done for me, is it increases my belief. So I'm working on my YouTube channel right now, and we're starting to get better results. It's not great yet, but we're starting to get some traction. The stats are showing progress. And so I can go look at somebody in the sales training space that has a YouTube channel with 500,000 subscribers. And I can model, what is that person doing? What's their mindset about YouTube? How often are they posting videos? How do they create the descriptions? How do they do the thumbnail? How do they select the title? All of that is duplicatable. So now, if they can get 500,000 subscribers, if I do what they do, then I can do it. It's not about my past history. Modeling is a very, very powerful principle to up-level your belief system. So our topic today is prospecting outreach. And I want to plant the seed of greatness before I jump into prospecting outreach. This is one of my mantras. It's a declaration. Everything that happens works in my favor. Everything that happens, doesn't matter what it is, everything that happens works in my favor. So let's get into prospecting outreach principle number 5. I developed a mindset that allows me to fearlessly, boldly prospect anyone. This mindset is duplicatable. It doesn't require any special skills. It doesn't require AI knowledge. It doesn't require a college degree. It doesn't require any experience. When I reach out to a prospect, I win. When I book an appointment or make a sale for my prospecting, I double win. I win no matter what. You can model that mindset. So, one of the things about change is we all have the ability to change. And it really has to do with your openness and willingness to change. And right now, you know if you're great at prospecting, or you know if you're inconsistent, or if you're consistent. How many of you would acknowledge, you know what, Eric, if I'm honest with myself, there's some room for me to improve with my prospecting? If that's you, just type word yes in the Zoom chat or yes on social media in the comments. If you're like, you know what, there is some room for me to improve. Okay, so if that's you, the question is, do you want to change? When I was watching this Richard Bandler video over the weekend, one of the things that he was saying is he was helping people break through phobias, like a phobia of getting on an escalator. Some people have that as a phobia, and some people break through it and some people don't. And what he found, the mindset of those that broke through it, they were ready for a change. They were motivated to change. They were tired of having a fear of escalators. And so they broke through it because they had an internal motivation to want to change. So you can be on this call, not very good at prospecting, and you don't want to change. And there's nothing wrong with that. You would rather hold on to, I'm not good at prospecting. And there are some of you on this call that are not very good at prospecting, and you're ready to change. And if that's you, this one call right now, this one 15-minute call could change your life, literally. Because you could let go of holding on to, I don't like prospecting, I'm uncomfortable with prospecting, I don't know what to say, and whatever's happening in your thinking, and not that any of that's wrong, it's just the beliefs you have are creating what you're creating in regards to your prospecting. So if you want something different, you got to change the belief and change the strategy. And that's something that anybody on this call could do. So the number one reason that people don't do more prospecting is fear of rejection. And it's something that I believe is just inside of us. We're born with it. We are born with being afraid of rejection, or we develop it very quickly in our life, right? I remember in 8th grade at the graduation day, there was this graduation and I felt pressure to get a date, and I'd never asked a girl out before. And so I was like, oh, I got to get a date for this dance. And I was like super scared. And I asked this girl to dance, and she said yes on a Friday. And then one of her friends came up to me the following Tuesday and said, so-and-so doesn't want to go to the dance with you. And it was one of the most painful experiences of my life. And it deeply impacted me. And so I had this painful rejection experience. And we have these things that happen in our life where we feel we're rejected and we're not worthy and I don't deserve success and etc. And so if when I reach out to a CEO and I'm anticipating how they're going to respond, and let's say it's a $1 billion company, and I'm thinking, why would they want me? Because I'm a sales trainer and they're already a $1 billion company. If that's my mindset, I'm not going to reach out to the CEO. So I figured out that it's not a winning mindset to anticipate how they're going to respond and base my action on my thought about how they're going to respond. What I found that mindset did, if I tried to play the game of psychic, and you're not a psychic, that's not our job. Our job is to reach out to people. But if you play the game of psychic, nothing wrong with that. But if I try to anticipate, so I reached out to this person the other day and they express interest and I said, I'm going to send you a proposal, and I sent him a proposal, and then he ghosts me. And then I message him. I'm like, hey, what about my proposal? And he ghosts me. Hey, what about my proposal? And he ghosts me again. If I go, how is this person going to respond if I prospect him? He's probably going to ghost me again. So that's not my mindset. My mindset is take the sale to a conclusion of a yes or a no. My mindset is run your race, Eric, in your lane. Focus on the outreach, not anticipating how the other person is going to respond. How the other person responds is none of my business. Now, that's not a fact. It's a mindset. It's a mindset that allows me to fearlessly, boldly prospect anyone. If you want to change with prospecting, I implore you to listen or watch this message today at least 7 times. I'm speaking to those of you that want to change. And the way you get the recording is you go to Morning Sales Boost and you find the July 8th recording, which will be there. And you just consume this content with repetition. You listen to this exact same 15-minute message 7 times. And it'll put the thoughts in your subconscious just like a song. You start singing along with the song on the radio or on your iPad or whatever. You're listening to the song. How did the song get in your head? Repetition. You can install beliefs and thoughts and strategies into your mind by consuming content with repetition. My question for you is, do you want to change with your prospecting? I don't know the answer to that. I'm not in your mind. But some of you on this call want to change. And I'm sharing with you the beliefs and strategies of somebody who's done 100,000 prospecting outreaches. I've done over 100,000. I do them every day. So I know what I'm talking about when it comes to prospecting. There's a paid program that we train for 15 minutes a week just on prospecting. And if any of you are interested in learning more about that, reach out to me and we can have that conversation offline. What I'm pointing you to is you can duplicate excellence. That's the modeling principle. The way to overcome fear of rejection is don't pay any attention to how the prospect might respond. This is the mindset. You run your race in your lane, and then I gamify it. My game is 25 or more Monday through Friday. 25 or more reach outs, and I count everything. I count the texts, I count the emails, I count the direct messages on social media. So my game today is to reach out to 25 or more people to grow my business. And you could model that or not. You could be like, yeah, this doesn't apply to me, or I'm just too afraid to prospect, or whatever. And there's nothing wrong with that. But what if you had a breakthrough? And what if you let go of the old version of you? What if this one call changed your life? And I'm not exaggerating by planting that seed of greatness in your subconscious mind. Some of you, it is that simple, right? It's like the person who has a drinking issue, and then one day they go, I'm done drinking. They just transform their life. That simple. But it's not just drinking, it's prospecting, it's social media, it's CRM, it's group selling. It's, the other day, Izzy decides, I'm going to start doing group selling. His whole life changed, just that. Izzy, what would create a sales miracle? He goes, group selling. I go, great, do that. He goes, okay. And now he does group selling, and it's going to mean over $1 million to him. It's that simple. It can be. Thank you for showing up today. Thank you for being a part of the community. Anthony, thanks for showing up today. Bill, great to see you. Callie, thanks for joining. Kathy, great to have you. Chris, thanks for joining. Thank you guys for the emojis. Christina, you're an elite coach. Christina, you're this close. Christina has all the talent to make her goals and dreams happen. It's one thought. Derek, thank you for showing up today. Diane, great to have you. Doug, great to see you, Doug. Thanks for being here. Dwight, great to see you. Thanks for showing up. Ed, great to have you here. Eric, thanks for joining. Frank, great to see you in class today. George, thanks for joining. Greg, great to have you. Greta, thanks for joining. Izzy, hey, Izzy's on the call. He's hearing me talk about how awesome he is. Jacques, thanks for joining. Jamie, great to see you. Jamie, you can apply what I'm teaching today, to your health coaching. And you can change people's lives through the conversation that we're having. Janelle, great to see you. Janelle, thanks for your videos. I love that you Janelle has embraced prospecting, guys. She and I recently had a conversation, like the conversation I'm having with you guys today. And she just decided, okay, I'll just do that then. I'll listen to my coach. I'll do that then. Let me see if I can find it quickly on my phone here, because this is just such a cool thing. I love it when this happens with my clients. So this is Janelle. She's sending me the screenshot. Guys, all of those are selfie video messages. These are all people that she prospected. There's the evidence. She wasn't doing it, and then she just said, okay, I'll listen to my coach, I'll do it. It can be that simple. And then somebody else can be on a coaching call, and they're like, this is hard, and it's going to take me time to change. And then a year goes by. And Janelle's like, nope, done. That could be you. It's embracing change, and it's being willing to change. It's wanting to change. Jeffrey, thank you for joining today. Joanne, great to see you. Jody, thanks for joining. Joe, great to have you in class today. Joseph, thanks for joining. Karen, great to have you. Kimberly, you have so many people that you're going to help with how you're going to help them with the books. You got a great message. Just keep putting yourself out there, operating in your calling, Kimberly. Lynn, thanks for joining. Marie, you have greatness inside of you. Okan, thanks for joining. Michael, great to see you, Michael. Michelle, thanks for joining. Nargis, great to have you in class today. Patricia, thanks for joining. Navneet, thanks for joining all the way from India. Percy, thanks for joining. RM, thank you for being here. Renate, all the way from Thailand. It's Wednesday night in Thailand. Rosalind, great to see you. Russ, thanks for joining. Shell, great to have you in class today. Silva, thanks for joining. Stacia, thank you for being here. Steve, great to have you in class, Steve. Sylvia, thanks for joining. Thomas, you're an elite coach. Urban, master prospector. Vicky, thanks for joining. Yvette, great to see you. Let's all go out and have a fantastic, successful Wednesday. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.
Recording stop.
Those of you on social media, thank you so much for joining. Healthy, Wealthy Camper, thanks for joining. Keith, great to have you. Jeremy, thanks for joining today. Have a great day, guys.